Hello, you beautiful people. My name is Davi. I'm joined by Abe and Charlie. Welcome back to another Civil War Sunday.
Let's get it.
For our viewers and listeners, we hope you guys are doing well. Just a quick heads up. This episode is also available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, specifically the discussion portion of the show.
And if you want to watch this uncut, you can join us on Patreon or here on YouTube. You can become a member. It's $5 a month. We'll give you a countdown. You can watch along with us. You just have to own a copy of the episode yourself.
And y'all, season 2 finale. It's been a fun season. I've been loving it. So if you're new here, y'all, don't forget to like this video and also subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified for when we have a new upload.
And I don't have comments because we haven't uploaded the last video yet.
That's my fault. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I couldn't.
It's all right.
Yeah.
That's okay, brother. It's okay.
That's my contribution to this intro.
But welcome back, Charlie and Abe. Last episode, as you're watching this, we had my cousin who joined and we watched together. It was great having him here, someone who knows the book. And also, yeah, but it's good to have the brothers back. I mean, that's awesome.
Let's get it. Sorry, we are inconsistent. Me and
Thank you,
Charles.
Mateos, for filling in for us.
Appreciate you. And you also know way more about House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones than we do. So good to have an expert.
It's so interesting to see how different this season is compared to the book. When he was talking about it, I was like, oh, wow.
I have to watch it.
But with that being said, I mean, let's just get right into it. Season 2 finale. No name yet. Let's go. Charlie.
Last time we hear this intro for
2 years.
2 years.
Well, no, they're coming back next year with the new show.
Oh yeah, they have another.
Oh,
They
damn.
have another one lined
We're
up.
going to hear the same damn theme again.
Oh,
sorry.
I
need to
like
stop
the
with
theme.
it. It's a good
They
theme.
better
I just
come for
like-
you, bro.
I get it, but like this theme was fire. You could do whatever.
Mateos was in agreement with us. He thinks that that they should have had a different theme.
Right. Like it just feels like a missed opportunity to bring like another fire.
I get your point.
Because you know what it is for me? I keep comparing this to Game of Thrones so much because I can't get it out of my head that this is like a spin-off.
I mean, it's part of the same world.
It is.
It is the same world.
But like I always compare it to Game of Thrones primarily because it's the same world, of course, but like partially because it's the same theme and all that stuff. I don't know. I would just love a little bit more distinction, but I'm picky. I acknowledge that.
For me, it works because although the intro is the same, it has its own score, its own sound. Like that is very different than the original Game of Thrones. So you guys ever went back and watched some of the early seasons recently?
I haven't rewatched it in a while.
I haven't watched it in a minute.
I've only watched it once.
So interesting how like I know like during that time it was very like a lot of like progress in TV, but when you watch it back now comparing it to the later seasons of Game of Thrones and this, it's very like TV. I don't know how to put it, but
less cinematic.
Yeah.
The cinematic value of production has increased.
Yo, that score is fire. What the heck?
we got monkeys now.
Is this Dorne?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Break the blockade and it will benefit you.
Do you think that we lack for buyers for our tapestries and perfumes? We sell where we please. Blockade or no.
No, it's Essos.
It is this vast.
It seems you need us more than we need you.
What is he trying to negotiate here?
Needs them as allies.
But it seems like they're going to be providing food.
Of course, there is one more condition.
Give us a dragon.
The commander of our fleet must agree to go with you. His name is Lohar. The sailors are fiercely loyal to him. If he does not lead them, they will not fight.
I think they need Navy basically to combat
I see.
the Navy from Driftmark, probably.
Yeah, against Corlys.
Well met, Lord Tywin.
It's Thailand.
What sort of man are you?
Beg your pardon?
A poet? A philosopher?
I am the master of ships at King's Landing.
You're thin.
But also tall.
Interesting.
I will not sail with a man who cannot best me.
Oh.
At what?
A duel.
Oh, that smile was creepy.
Yeah.
Very. Ooh, Vhagar.
Vhagar, you wrinkly old hag.
This guy cowered it away. Little pussy.
I think he would have been dead. Whoa.
So what's getting burned here?
People?
Yeah, but what territory?
I don't know.
Some rum wouldn't go amiss.
Drink it before this guy comes in and gonna slap it out of your hand.
Right.
We must leave King's Landing quickly, and we will not return for some time.
What?
What?
The Pretender has found 3 new riders for her dragons.
That's impossible.
Your brother thought the same. He flew to challenge her and was rebuffed. Fled in terror, from what I hear.
That's what I'm saying.
He deserves no less.
Be that as it may, he has gone in fury to Sharp Point and laid waste to the whole of the town.
Oh my god. Okay, so that was his doing.
So what was the fucking point in all this then?
The gods are cruel, Your Grace, but I hope you can see the urgency.
No. I am the king. Why must I run?
Because the Prince Regent is going to kill you. You were in danger before, and now he is thwarted and he is angry. There is no telling what he will do, but we have an opportunity.
Yeah, he's not wrong with that.
Take me to my throne, and once he returns, I shall take him prisoner.
When Rhaenyra descends on you with her 7 dragons and you without Vhagar, what then?
True. He sucks at this, bro. I'm sorry. I know he's in his like deathbed. I mean, he's recovering, but he just still sucks at this whole thing.
Over the years, in anticipation of little bumps in the road, moved the greater part of Harrenhal's gold reserves to the Iron Bank in Bravos. We can live and remain until what is coming has passed.
You want to take me to Essos to live with the goat fuckers?
Best to live, I think, however you do it.
Is it? My dragon is dead. I am burnt and disgusting, and I'm a cripple.
You're not alone.
My cock is destroyed. Did they tell you that?
Oh, damn.
It burst into flames like a sausage on a spit.
Do not despair, your grace. There are better days ahead. Let your brother and the pretender destroy themselves in blood and bitterness. When they are spent and their armies in tatters, we will return. They will hail the returning king, Aegon the victorious, risen from the ashes, Aegon the peacemaker.
Aegon the realm's delight.
It's hard for me to tell if he's still making a play or if he's genuinely. Because in the previous, not the previous episode, but I think the one before that, he genuinely had sympathy towards him.
Yeah, I think he does, but I also think he realizes his only option right now is to like run, and he has no power if he doesn't have Aegon. She's still searching for that dragon.
Yeah, she's.
Where are the children?
They're with her.
That castle.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Remove your feet from the table.
I'd rather not.
Ulf, it's not up to you.
He is the Prince, Ulf. Prince Jacaerys Velaryon.
Prince Jacaerys Velaryon. Right here.
Who'd have thought it?
I'll have an apology from you.
Oh, the young prince!
And look at that hair.
Oh, boy.
Let them tell us we don't have Targaryen blood, eh?
My mother is the queen.
Dragon riders both, you and I.
Yikes.
Forgive him, my prince. He's not much used to the manners of court.
Yeah, this is the issue now of bringing other dragon riders.
The so-called Prince Regent has burned Sharppoint down to its stones. Thousands of its folk, dead or lost, its harbour in ashes. Will you prepare to face such an enemy?
He's like, look what you're getting into.
If you hinder our efforts through sloth or unreadiness, I will see you hanged and your body fed to the dogs in the street.
I meant no disrespect, my prince.
Way to flex that authority.
After that last episode, too, I know he's pissed.
Yeah.
We know little of who they are and what is the strength of their character. Alyn of Hull, at least, is known to you.
He's a shipwright in my employ, and it is reported to me that he is a man of integrity. I've had little to do with him, to my regret.
Basically, I'm a deadbeat dad, and I'm sorry about it.
You must strike quickly, while the Prince Regent mulls his next action.
I had hoped my advantage may be in deterrence. Vhagar has ever been our foremost threat, and she is now overmatched.
Vhagar is not his only dragon.
The third brother is untested. He's never left Old Town, and his dragon is younger than Vermax.
But a dragon nonetheless, and you forget another.
Helena. She does not ride. She has no taste for it.
She may yet be compelled, and her dragon...
Dreamfire. Hatched when the Conqueror was king.
A big boy?
She is formidable.
Ooh.
Still, Helena is no warrior.
Yeah, but you're going to get Helena on your side?
No, I doubt that.
We'll rejoin the blockade on the morrow. Let our foes beware, be they Lannister or Greyjoy. My ship is no longer the Sea Snake. She was a testament to my own glory. I've given her a new name. The Queen who never was. What I do now, I do for her. My ships sail at your command, and my men serve you. You must crush this beast at its head, and before too many days have flown. There is, of course, another player that is yet to be revealed.
What a transition.
He is the most unprepared one, I feel.
Unprepared, unpredictable.
I'm saying like everyone's lined up and ready to like
this
fight.
is the guy that she sent.
Straight from the Queen
yeah.
to ascertain your movements and your intentions.
You've arrived just in time to see my new army, Groom.
I pledge my banners to Rhaenyra, his heir. I will never serve the usurpers or the whelps of Old Town, but there are battles to be fought. And in times like this...
Oh.
What?
Did you hear something?
This place will have you barking at the moon.
While you have mustered an army, Rhaenyra has faltered, turning aside from our judgment and taking a course I myself deem reckless.
Oh, boy.
If you declare yourself, your lords will follow you.
The traitor was the foreshadowing there.
Rhaenyra's intentions are good, but what we need in this moment is a king.
He didn't need any reassurance.
Right.
That's just gonna fuel him. Look at that.
Yeah, he loves
He
it.
yeah, exactly.
This is the problem, though. Like, smart leaders are weary of people like this because he just turned because of his perceived strength. But does he even know that there's 3 more dragons under Rhaenyra's belt now?
Let no vessel come or go from our harbour without our inspection.
This will hinder the work of the fishing boats. The people depend on them for sustenance.
They will need no sustenance if they are slaughtered by the enemy. We must all make our sacrifices.
He looks crazy.
They're unhappy, and unhappy people look for someone to hate.
We didn't order the blockade.
No, but we are the crown, so they expect us to break it. Drink this.
That's what Thailand was there to negotiate the blockade, having the Essos army, navy come and disrupt it.
What would you think about leaving this place?
Oh, shoot.
Where would I go?
The crown has need of your service.
Now.
The pretenders raise new riders against us, and we must answer in kind. I need you to fly with Triumphire to battle.
Aemond.
I do not wish to fight.
Our wishes must take second place now to what is necessary to preserve the throne.
I won't burn anyone.
It isn't a question. They have defiled our birthright, made commoners into dragon lords. It is a sin and must be punished.
May I remind you, your sister is still the queen.
As you were once. And you see now what is the consequence of your weakness. We are in peril today more than yesterday.
Was it peril that moved you to burn the town of Sharp Point? Peril or basest fury at your own humiliation? You wish to rule the 7 kingdoms, but you rain ruin and death upon its small folk when you've been insulted, because it makes you feel strong. And now you seek to corrupt your sister, of all our line the gentlest and most deserving of your protection.
Who will protect her if she cannot protect herself?
And who will she be if her mind is broken?
It is no longer our rule that is threatened. Very lives would you not have us prevail?
Not like this.
He's crazy enough, I think, to have something done to them, though, for refusing.
Kill her and then get a new rider for the dragon?
Or, I mean, like, have them punished or something.
I need passage.
Oh, boy.
In your discretion.
Oof. Could have talked to Laris, too.
Oh, my God. We haven't seen I forgot about you for a hot minute.
Do you think nothing of your oath, Lord Commander?
I think of nothing else, my lord.
Steward's son from Dawn, King the Queen of the 7 Kingdoms.
Oh, how did you find out? The hell?
Whoops.
Former queen. She has broken no oath for all I may have done.
I could send you to the wall.
You could. Stay in the High Tower name for a generation. King's mother in his hand.
She is my sister.
She saved my life. Since then, she has been the beacon I follow.
Liar.
Do not think I have no shame in me, sir. Desire for women has brought me grief after grief.
Then resist it.
Oh, would that it was so simple.
Your brothers in the King's Guard find a way.
Oh, yeah? I doubt it.
Do they? Or perhaps all men are corrupt, and true honor is a mist that melts in the morning.
That is a bleak philosophy.
I have no philosophy.
Or rather, my philosophy was this: to protect the righteous and dispense justice on the rest.
The dragons dance, and men are like dust under their feet. And all our fine thoughts, all our endeavors are as nothing.
Wow. He really is philosophizing right now.
We march now toward our annihilation.
This is the most sense he's had in a long time.
Yep.
To die will be a kind of relief.
Yeah, he's foreshadowing everything right now.
Yeah. He did. I mean, like, look what he's saying. He's saying, what's the point of all this? There's just dragons. They don't, like, anyone's gonna die. It doesn't really matter.
He's cleaning his sword with her thing.
Yeah. Jesus.
What a cut.
I hope that's mud.
It is, I think. He's fighting the...
This looks kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. Not that part. This is hilarious.
No, acting this must have been so fun. Got him.
Can't tell if that's like pleasantly surprised or like pissed.
You have impressed me, Lord Timon.
Timon?
King's Landing has sent a most doughty ambassador.
This is crazy.
You will testify to the worth of the ambassador by agreeing to his most humble request.
I will most certainly consider it.
She's psycho.
After dinner, have you ever eaten the flesh of your enemies?
What the hell?
I have not. And I would not.
Are they cannibals?
So you reject the hospitality of my house?
She's with them.
A jest, my lord. What do you take me for?
Yeah, she's hilarious.
It does not befit a prince to pout.
I'm not pouting.
What would you call it then?
He's pouting.
I'm reading.
Actually, we know this man does not read books. If you know, you know.
You're angry.
Aren't you?
I don't see what good it would do.
They are an insult to us, to what makes us Targaryens. If any common lout can ride a dragon, then...
That does not make me common, or you.
You know what I am.
I don't care. You are the crown prince, the son of the rightful queen, and here you are sulking because you believe that if not for the dragon or the trappings of your station that you are nothing. Do you believe that you are the first noble heir who was not sired by his noble father? Such is the way of the world, Jace, and in resenting it you only diminish yourself.
Easy enough to say. I've heard the whispers the whole of my life.
Then prove to them that you are worthy. Get up and take your place by your mother's side.
She's right.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Betwixt the wind and water, hoist me lads and hoist again. Salute the captain's daughter.
Sea shanties.
Yeah, it's hilarious. She fucking up his name every time. Lannisters are such stuffy people too.
You have proven yourself most accommodating and more accomplished than one would think to look at you.
Everything is a backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
I will be pleased to sail at your side.
I was gonna say there's some chemistry here.
Good question.
Is he a single guy?
I don't know. Didn't he try to?
And let the sea snake rue the day we meet again.
Yeah, friends.
She gives me Brienne of Tarth vibes, but like a funnier version.
Nah, I don't get that vibe from her at all.
No,
not because
She's like
Brienne is very like stuffy and proper and.
Oh no,
she's
but I'm
very
saying
different.
like very like a battle a warrior type.
She gives me a blend of like Bronn, who is Pedro Pascal's character.
Oh, she got her name. She got his name right.
You have proven your worth and virility.
Oh boy.
I wish to have children by you.
You want me to?
Indeed.
Now prove your fertility, brother.
I want you to fuck my wives.
What? Wait.
How many words do you have?
Dog.
I'm so lost. I'm so lost.
He's gonna come back and be like, that field trip was fire.
Oh, and some more of these little birds.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Ulf literally needs to be slapped across the face.
To our new riders, the three of you are not of noble birth, but you have done a thing never dreamed of before now.
So fucking, I want to slap him, bro. I really want to slap him.
I have entrusted you with a power only few have known, and I charge you to take it up with fealty and respect. Serve me well, and I will make you knights of the realm.
What do you think of that, boys? We'll be knights. Just like that.
We will not fail you, my queen.
What must we do?
Learn your beasts and your commands. You will fly in 2 days' time.
Jeez.
You wish for us to kill innocents.
And so many.
It is hard, but it cannot be helped.
I can't with Ulf, bro.
What about Vhagar?
She is fearsome, but she is one dragon. Prince Regent cannot defend against all of us.
I'll take him on myself. Silver wings a go as she is. I said more of these little birds.
A knight will comport himself with grace at the Queen's table.
Best make me a knight then.
Damn.
You forget yourself, friend.
Sense of humour do you all good.
Hey, he's kind of not wrong there. But like at the end of the day, they were fighting a whole civil war.
There is a message from Harrenhal, Your Grace.
Oh.
Yeah, I
It's
wonder
from
if
the
this is
other
gonna
guy,
change her plans. Yeah, it's from the Lord.
Yeah.
Damon?
The Castellan, Sir Simon Strong. Damon has raised his army, but Sir Simon fears treachery.
She has to go there.
Adam, come with me.
He feels left out.
Yeah.
This is a lot of trust to put on people, like giving them dragons and stuff.
Yeah.
'Cause what if they turn on you?
Yeah, true. Oh boy. It's easier to give him more ayahuasca.
Do you never sleep, witch?
I'm going to the God's Wood.
He's like enchanted by her.
Who else fell for that witch? The red lady.
the
or
red,
whatever?
the red woman.
Yeah.
What
the hell is that?
Stannis Baratheon. Oh. Who was trying to be king.
When you came here, you were a closed fist. You wished to bend the world to your will. But you've discovered, I think, that this world will not be governed. There are omens here for those who seek them.
Do you wish then to learn what is given to you?
I don't know what that means.
Selling his soul? Like,
Sort of sounds like.
Yeah.
All your life you've sought to command your own fate. But today you are ready.
I was gonna say, what does it take? Because the other dude slept with the red woman, and then, oh my god, is he gonna have the visions, the ability to see into the future?
Oh boy. Oh shoot. The three-eyed raven.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh.
Shit. He sees all of it. Aegon. No, that's him.
Is it Daenerys?
Yeah, it is.
I saw a big spider on you.
Oh, that shit? Yeah. Christ. Oh, it's Rhaenyra on the throne.
It's all a story. And you're but one part in it.
Oh boy.
You know your part.
Yikes.
What the hell?
If anyone needed that, it was him.
You know what you must do.
What was that? Helena's voice? Whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
What the hell's happening?
She's just talking.
She's communicating with him.
What the hell?
I know you wish no harm to anyone.
Yo, she's so interesting.
Our mother is not a dragon rider. She cannot understand that you and I have a truer call to heed. Come with me to Harrenhal. We will lay waste to Damon and his army. Let our enemies see that we will answer outrage with outrage.
And if I refuse,
He'll kill you.
will you burn me as you did Aegon?
She knows.
That is a lie.
I saw it. You burned him. And you let him fall.
What you say is treason.
Aegon will be king again. He's yet to see victory. He sits on a wooden throne, and you'll be dead.
Coming from her, you know it's true.
You were swallowed up in the god's eye, and you were never seen again.
God's eye.
I could have you killed.
It wouldn't change anything.
She's ballsy.
She's my favorite character. Dude.
So what is the God's Eye? I'm guessing it's like somewhere in the ocean, maybe?
I have no idea.
Wakey, wakey.
Oh, that's Damon's dragon. This is Harrenhal, yeah.
Oh, yeah, damn. He's got a big-ass army.
I do love this score.
I want to know the budget of these past couple episodes, because the amount of, like, dragons, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Especially that previous episode.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ, I'd be so out of breath walking up that.
My queen, I did not think to see you here yourself.
Message gave me much concern.
Yes, I must admit I had reason to fear. But come see for yourself.
He's gonna be is he gonna be completely changed after that?
I have no idea. This is the question I have now is like, how is he going to react to all of that?
I don't know what that vision tells him.
We got to see how he
Tells him the
takes
fate,
it. Yeah,
like-
Yeah,
It
but-
told him straight. It basically told him.
You just saw a lot of people, like, dead.
There he is. Oh, I like that shot.
Yeah, he's the one, like, silver-haired person there just walking through the crowd.
He's going to turn around and kill that guy. That's my thought. If he has changed.
I see you have done well here.
They are sworn to me, and not a moment too soon.
And to whom are you sworn?
Bruce on tap tilierix ostawa. Filibazma kesu. Pranon. Merisa. Sola armazis.
Elenusinuhu kepo idra.
Uiunda. Uina juragon costo tuta warundan. Sisi amerikiso. Ilo. Belvilza. The realm's only hope is a leader who can unite it, and my brother chose you.
Whoa, change of heart.
You know, when you,
Oh, my God.
when you see the Night King,
Yeah.
sometimes it can have an interesting effect.
You are the true queen, Rhaenyra. First of our name, protector of the realm. I am meant to serve you, and all of these with me, until death, or the end of our story.
Wow.
This is the first time we've seen him bend the knee to anybody.
Yeah, huge character moment for him.
Yeah. You look mad stupid, bro. You look mad stupid.
Yeah.
He's like, what the heck happened?
Hey, thank the witch.
That ayahuasca worked.
Ine arli kridruchas. Separ morjulias.
He kind of likes that.
Nuki koston dawor. Silutan. My queen.
That's her uncle, by the way.
Yeah,
Sorry,
right.
I can't forget. I forgot. I'm not going to lie, I forgot.
For every one of us who falls, 100 of them, there will be no mercy. We fight for our queen.
It's the first time I feel like we've seen an army actually inspired.
Yeah, yeah.
In this show.
Strong back there, like.
Yo,
Slow
the
clap.
score
Golf
in
clap.
this episode has been phenomenal.
It's been really good.
Is the ship finally done? This shit's been in construction for 2 seasons or something.
You sent for me, Lord Hand.
The mission: kill Ulf and take his dragon.
I wish to set out on good terms with my first mate.
Have I been remiss in my duties?
You've done what is asked of you, and more. But you are curt, silent. And the men find you distant. You cannot lead if you do not inspire.
I never asked to lead, as you well know.
You have been given a position to which all who serve here aspire.
Forgive me, my lord. I will endeavor to improve myself.
I am trying to help you.
Oh.
You want to help me?
Oh boy.
Is this the help you offer after all these years? A reminder to be grateful.
I mean no offense. You may go.
Come on, Alan.
Do you know what it was like for us?
There we go. He's got to tell him.
To grow up fatherless? To be sneered upon as bastards? Never sure of the bread to feed us? Do you know what hunger does to a boy? Or shame?
You are dismissed.
I sold fish in the market from cold dawn until sunset, putting by coppers to stave off the winter. And I watched the man beside me walk past with his son and heir, choosing sweetmeats to eat after supper by the fire. And now that boy is dead, and his sister before him, and the heir that took his place. And now you remember I live. Now you wish to suddenly to scatter the crumbs of your favor. I am an honorable man, and I will serve you because I must. But if it is all the same, I will decline any offers of help. If I survive this war, I will continue as I began, alone.
What a monologue. Wow.
Fire.
Wow.
Trying to think of a bastard story like that.
Jeez.
I don't think we have one.
No, I feel like every bastard we've met, their parents were like gone.
Not necessarily. Depends.
Like the main ones.
I mean, the biggest one was Jon Snow. We didn't know who his parents actually were.
Right.
But we thought, like, you know, he was raised by his family and all that stuff. So it's a big contrast to Alan's story, obviously. Ooh. Last time we saw you two together, you know, it was real friendly.
Who comes a knocking?
Begging your pardon, Your Grace.
Something not good.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Who's that?
Alicent.
Oh, I couldn't see who that was. I don't know how you guys saw that right off the bat.
Who knows?
None save my protector. He laid down his sword at your gate.
Why have you come here?
Because I lost my way. All those I put my faith in, my husband, my father, my lover, my son.
The incorruptible queen sullies herself with a lover.
Do not judge me for what you yourself have done.
She doesn't know who her lover is, though, right?
No, I don't think
Wait
so.
till she finds out.
Oh boy.
I have been alone of late. I walked outside the walls of the city and I felt a weight lifted from me.
How lovely for you.
I thought for the first time what I would choose.
Shall you cast your son down and rule alone?
No, I do not wish to rule, I wish to live. To be free of all this endless plotting and striving. I would take my daughter and her child and leave it all behind.
It's too late. You said it yourself. Blood has been shed. Cities burned. Armies march, and you wish to wash your hands of what you yourself set in motion.
That's so true.
Mm-hmm.
As if you would not have been challenged regardless.
Did not your hand bring it forth like a midwife?
I did only what I thought your father wanted.
Oh, go then.
Go north of the wall. They're friendly over there.
Did you come here thinking you would be absolved?
Aemond will soon fly to join Cole in the Riverlands. When he's gone, Helena as queen will be the crown's authority. If you come then to King's Landing, I will see to it that our guards throw down their arms. We will open the gates. We will shed no blood.
That is not going to happen. I'm so sorry. This is so naive to think that that's what's going to happen.
Once you take the throne, this senseless war must end.
That's not happening.
What of Aegon?
He's broken beyond recognition. He lies in the dark, in pain and terror. He has many faults, but he still heeds his mother. I believe I can prevail upon him to bend the knee. If
No!
needed.
Still, you defend him. Still, you imagine you can have all you want without paying too high a price. A price I have no choice
What I
but
want
to pay.
is to set things right.
If I am to take the throne, I must put an end to the opposition. I must take Aegon's head. And I have to do it for all to see. You know this. However you may try to evade it, you know this. Choose.
That is horrible. Choose your son or your friend.
Will you shrink from what you set out to do? Or will you see it through and make your sacrifice?
Technically her stepmother, right?
A son for a son.
Oh, she's not going to agree with this, is she? What?
You're much changed.
Let us be done with this.
I don't trust
Please.
it.
And what do I do with you now?
You let me go to do what I promised. And you fly to the Red Keep in 3 days' time and you take your throne. Or you take me for a liar. I have neither weapon nor armor. My life itself is forfeit. I cast myself on the mercy of a friend who once loved me.
History will paint you a villain. Cold queen. grasping for power and then defeated.
Damn.
Let them think what they must. I am at last myself, with no ambition greater than to walk where I please and to breathe the open air, to die unremarked and unnoticed, and be free.
Wow.
You speak as if from a distant dream.
Come with me.
Oh boy.
Oh, dude,
My part is here. Whether I will or no, it's decided for me long ago.
All right, so I'm lost as to whether or not she's actually gonna follow through with that.
What, Alicent?
Rhaenyra, if she's actually gonna go with Alicent's plan or not.
What plan?
To go to King's Landing in 3 days so she can take the throne.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that was kind of the plan anyway. I mean, I think they planning to, destroy the other strongholds first.
Are we actually gonna get to see this unfold, or are they gonna hold off?
Yeah, I think they're gonna hold off. It looks like
we have like 10 minutes left in this whole episode, probably.
Charlie, check the run. How much minutes we have left? Oh, we're almost done.
Yeah,
we're almost done. Yeah,
Yo, she's still. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, they're really gonna leave us. We're gonna have to wait 2 years, bro. Oh my god.
2 years for this crazy battle. Not only that, it's gonna be like another 8-episode season where the battle only happens in the last episode or something.
It needs to happen in the first episode. The way that they're setting this up.
They're gonna end it right here.
No, yeah, they're ending it. It's a really, really well build up. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. But
are these the Starks?
Yeah.
Yes.
The banner. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Lannisters. Yeah, we're gonna see all the houses now.
I don't think she anticipated the Essos fleet though.
Mm-hmm.
He still looks so devious.
Right.
Matt Smith plays him so well, bro. She does too. I mean, you don't know.
Yeah, they're like dragging that shot out of her walking down the hall for quite a long time. So
do you think he did the deed with all the wives? Or?
He's got to be careful. He's gonna just produce a bunch of bastard children.
I mean, that's exactly what she asked for.
Yeah.
But they don't really care about it like that in Essos.
Oh shit! She found him. Who's locked up here?
Oh, is that Otto?
Oh shit! It is Otto. What happened to him?
Oh yikes! Please tell me she's not gonna like try to free her dad, because it's kind of your dad's doing that you're in this position in the first place, girl. Oh, he actually left.
Yeah.
All right, there's a lot of stuff being set in motion here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is that like sets her plan back, right? Because she needs Aegon's head to.
Well, I mean, if he disappears, technically, right?
She could just get on the throne.
Yeah. Well, Aemond will then.
But if he
the
comes
de facto
back,
ruler, I guess.
If he comes back, he's.
Yeah, that's Larys's plan.
I can tell people are going to be pissed.
Oh my, yes. And here is the problem with that, bro. Here is the problem with that. These mother. No, I don't want to say it. That's very disrespectful to say.
These
These mothers, beautiful people, we are cooked as a generation because we can't wait. We can't wait. Yeah. Everything needs to happen right now. But what they did this season was, again...
Yeah, they did it really well.
They developed it really well because now the stakes, the emotion, everything is set in stone. Yeah. We understand the background more. We understand the politics, the history of it a lot more compared to season 1. And now it's like, let's go. Right? That's the hype, right? The hype is now in season 3. You have to execute it well because you spent an entire 2 seasons building this up.
Yeah. And one thing that I think, and I know we'll do the intro or whatever, one thing that I think has been missing for me that Game of Thrones did really well is it did establish so many characters and their like certain claims to whatever their mission was, and all of these different storylines in the background happening that felt like they were building to something that we didn't potentially know. This, it felt like almost all the stories were too intertwined, and it was like, everything was so connected. This now, like the setup here in this last scene, it shows you all these different characters and where they're at in this place, and like how now they might have like a completely different trajectory than where they started. And it's going to set up, I think, for like very enticing multiple different storylines in season 3. And that's what I'm excited about, because that's what I feel like Game of Thrones did really well, that I've been slightly missing in this, but I feel like they just set it up for that.
They did.
Do you think they, based on how they were showing it there, it could come to the point where it's more than just those 2 sides fighting for the throne? It could be multiple different houses now.
Yeah, it's possible.
Well, because I mean, if you look at the whole situation that Jace was having with the dragon riders who were not full Targaryen blood, was that who knows, they can turn. They can just be like, I have a god. I'm riding a god basically, and I can just.
There is that, and also like this entire time, right? The whole main motivation has been the throne and who is the rightful heir and that struggle.
Right.
Now we have somebody who has an elevated like thought of, oh my God, there's more important things than the throne. And Damon has recognized what the real threat is, like we saw with Jon in Game of Thrones, right? It adds another layer of importance. So that is a storyline now that's going to come into play.
So there's 4 people alive in this world that know about it, right?
Yeah.
It's Damon, Rhaenyra, Jace,
Yep.
and Alicent.
Yeah, and well,
Alicent for like she
kind of
knows, but fully knows. Them 3, Alicent knows a little bit about it.
Yeah.
So again, it's
A little
like,
bit about what?
About the Song of Ice and Fire.
Oh, yeah.
And the White Walkers.
Yeah.
I mean, the only ones who truly, well,
the only ones who truly know.
no, there are people who know. There's 3 people who surely know. It's Damon, it's Alice Rivers, and it's Helena.
Yes.
Those 3 people we know for a fact know. But Damon's the only one who like could think to be like, yo, you guys gonna think I'm crazy, but there's some shit that's really scary. That we need
Helena
to-
too. Oh my God, Helena. Yes, she knows as well.
Exactly. She's the most like unassuming character, but like she has the most important knowledge. She's kind of like the brand.
That is the one I want to see more of.
Yeah.
I think she's.
I'm not gonna
we
lie.
love those characters that
Like-
have visions and.
This kind of disappoints me of like the fact that we already got Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Because
I
it's
will-
like you see all the buildup and stuff, and you're like, oh my God, all this crap is gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it's like we already know.
But
what
we
happens.
know the execution.
Yeah,
and
the execution of it is there's more, specificity. However, I will warn folks to not rewatch Game of Thrones because there is a part where Joffrey, and I haven't seen it directly, but people have been talking about it online, where Joffrey basically like recounts the histories of exactly what happened and like basically spoils the ending of the show. So like it's out there exactly what happens. I mean, we know how it falls. We know it falls.
Yeah.
But like the exact mechanics
way
of
and
what
how it happens, we don't know.
Right, exactly. Well,
you can go back and
you
see
can go
it.
back and see, and people do know, obviously, if you read the books and all that stuff. But like, I am blissfully ignorant right now, and I'm okay staying that way.
I mean, Game of Thrones, like this universe, like George R. R. Martin doesn't shy away from foreshadowing things and like literally telling you how it's going to play out, but you kind of forget, right? He like mentions it, and then you kind of forget about it, and then until it happens, and then you reference back like, oh my God, they foreshadowed it.
Yeah,
this
but
time.
it's different when the history has already been painted. Like in in Game of Thrones, we know exactly like the downfall of this house.
Well, we know it from one perspective, right?
Right.
From one, so we don't know if someone saw it differently. We don't know if they're we don't know if they're telling it accurately.
This is true
Because
the
I think
histories get twisted.
Because I think one thing I know about the book is that there's multiple different accounts
Of Fire and Blood?
If not Fire and Blood, but there's different writers.
Oh, okay.
Of who people are telling different stories.
Mm.
So maybe they may be like, oh,
it's like the Bible. Book.
yeah. So it's like if Joffrey said that, maybe there's a totally different version of it.
Well, I mean, we know that like nobody knew who the hell Jon Snow's parents were except like this one scroll in Old Town,
Yeah.
right? Like that's the kind of stuff that is interesting. So that's a good point. You never know what exact details we're gonna get in this that maybe weren't, explicitly told in the last show. I mean, obviously the people that read the books probably know everything, but it's cool for us to still see it
See all this, yeah.
this perspective.
But man, how are we? We're so into it already. But man, how?
Jump
yeah,
forget
how,
the intro.
How are we feeling? Again, this was, again, Charlie said something true. A lot of people, I think, will be disappointed, and they have built a season where they have escalated it to newer heights. It's a lot. It's bigger now. Everyone is now involved. But I'm wondering, what do you guys thought of the development in this season and how they introduced everything? Do you think it was done well?
Yeah, it was done well. Again, it's like this show has a big challenge because for multiple reasons. Game of Thrones is a very lofty like show to live up to. The storytelling of it, obviously people have qualms with the ending of it, but like everything that Game of Thrones accomplished, it's hard to do, especially because of what we just talked about, where we kind of know what happens. You know what I mean? We know of the downfall of what's coming if you know anything about Game of Thrones. So it is hard for them to build something up and keep you in suspense and keep you invested in things that are going to happen, conflicts that are building all for, an end that you kind of already anticipate. But they're doing a very, very good job of it. I do think they are doing a very good job of it. And like they built the world in that first season. They built the entire like background of the conflict. And then this season, I feel like they spent a lot of time doing like character development. We saw multiple characters, I think, like evolve and change. We saw Rhaenyra, I think probably you can say into her adulthood in the first season, but like she's a completely different person, ruler than she was probably in the first season. She's matured a ton. Damon's entire trajectory in this first season has changed. Alicent, we see what like her roller coaster of like being this beacon for purity and doing what's right for the realm, and then being arrogant and hoisting your family above what potentially is moral or right, and now like seeing all the backlash that comes with it, and being a failed mother, and like all this stuff. There's a lot of layers here, and I think that they're doing a very, very good job of building stakes, not only for the conflict but for all of the individual characters and their storylines. Because now I have struggled to sympathize with Alicent for a bit, right? And even with Damon too. Like there are points where I'm like, oh my God, you guys are so stupid. But they're seeing a little bit of the light of things that, people have warned them about. And now it's like, what are these characters going to be? How are they going to progress? It's maybe similar veins to what we saw with like early Tyrion Lannister. You know what I mean? Like he was on the wrong side of the conflict. And then, things happen, course of trajectory change, and they completely, change sides and all of that stuff. So I think we're getting a little bit of that development to where you will care more about the storylines of each of the characters, as well as the conflict and the end of the conflict. That's my feeling. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. What about you, Charlie? What do you think about this entire development so far and what we have seen?
They nailed it. I think they did a really good job. And like I said, like we were mentioning, like people will be upset. Like I just saw a tweet of someone like, did I really just watch a 70-minute trailer for season 3 or whatever? I was
Yeah.
like, come on. Them taking the time to set everything up and give us, where each character is in their thought process and their plan is important to make us invested in what's coming next in the story.
Yeah.
So I do think like the highlight of the episode was Damon having that vision, because that set everything off, right? It then caused him to be faithful towards Rhaenyra and like actually bend the knee to her, which he would never do not even for his brother, right? So I think that's an important like shift in the whole story.
Yeah,
like Damon is kind of the catalyst in this, because if he doesn't shift and bend the knee to Rhaenyra, then that giant army of his is his army, and then we have like a 3-way war here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they did a really good job with this.
Yeah, I think I don't know if you want to get into specifics now.
Yeah, you were gonna go in, but yeah, you can take it.
Yeah, I was gonna go into specifics of like they have started to create a little bit more of those challenges, right? Like now we're seeing right now it's there's like 3 claims still. There is Rhaenyra and her claim. There is Aemond now, who is kind of taken over, and then you have Aegon like slipping through the shadows of Larys's clutches. Larys is like, it feels like people hate the comparisons, or if they like the comparisons, but it's like the little finger, right? Like he's plotting ahead of what could potentially come. He has the foresight to see.
Yeah, he was like, yo, just sit back, chill on the beach, drink your margarita, your pina colada, and just chill, because the time will come.
Yeah, exactly. And that is the point now where it's like they've created another layer of like a faction within a faction, right? Like the Greens are split now, like 100%. It's a 3-way split. Alicent's taking her daughter and wanting to leave. Aegon's, dipping with Larys, and Aemond is, way in over his head. So I like that they've created, while they solve the conflict within Damon and Rhaenyra, there's additional conflict on that side that's being brought forth, and I think it's a really interesting development.
They've kind of gone to what Team Black was at the beginning of the season, where they were separated. Now they've come together.
Yep.
And at the beginning, Team Green was together. Now they have separated.
Yep.
So it's interesting to see how they're going to do it and maneuver it through it all.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. We also saw, quickly, I want to talk about Alyn and his monologue. Just, whoa.
So good.
Really good. I thought that was I really liked that scene. Just to see a son who's just been, neglected his entire life and be like, look, I still do my duty. I do my job. I'm going to do what I have to do. But like, you failed me. Like, you were not there for me.
Yeah.
You looked at me like I was just nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And just to hear that was just, it was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Just wondering what you guys also thought about that scene.
Yeah, I think it's interesting, the contrast between him and Adam, right? Like, Adam is a little bit more optimistic, and he's a little bit more like, this is a new opportunity. We've had nothing, and now I have the chance to, take on something new. And I just, I think the contrast is Alyn has, he has the telltale sign that he is, a bastard.
Mm-hmm.
He has that hair. We saw him shaving it consistently. He's not bald because he's old. He's bald because he doesn't want anybody to see the sign that he is Corlys' son. He has this pride of not wanting to get handouts now that, he is the third, fourth choice of child. Now that, his wife is dead, both his kids are dead. I'm not taking this handout. I've survived on my own. And I just think that contrast is really interesting between the two brothers. But I think he's 100% right. Like, bastards get such an awful rep in this show, in this world. And, he has survived and done well. He's noble, he's loyal, but he does not, desire to take any handout. And I'm wondering if that's going to change or progress. Like, will Corlys take a different approach? Like, is he going to try to just, get to know him better or whatever and try to get him more on his side rather than be like, I'm trying to help you, like, just take my advice or take my help. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I like his character a lot. I think he will be very important, and I think Corlys knows that.
Mm-hmm. And then I think obviously the big thing that happened in this episode was Damon's vision. I think that was something that is definitely the highlight. And I was in shock. I was like, oh my God, they're showing everything. They're literally showing everything.
Yep.
And as someone who's watched Game of Thrones and the execution, what happened, does that kind of throw you off? Because like, the outcome of this all? Or does it entices you more in seeing the process of it all?
I think it's well done and entices you because, like, it's kind of silly to assume, like, to play as if nobody knows what's going to happen. Like, we all have, like, most of us, I feel like most of the people who watch the show have seen Game of Thrones and know how the show ends and know the entire story. And we have been basically, like, kind of understanding that some of the characters know a little bit about it, but it's refreshing to see that some of them now have, like, the full foresight of what is going to happen and how they will react to that. Because, like, it's a little bit of us being like, damn, you guys have no idea what happens in like 200 years. Like, it's going to be really crazy. But now there are people who actually know. So it brings a whole other element. It's like, okay, he knows the White Walkers are there. What does that mean for, north of the wall? Like, are they going to explore any of that? Are they going to talk to anybody else about, like, the dangers that are actually coming? Or is the battle for the throne going to be, too much of a focus? So it is interesting. And it also just makes me think about the parallel of, like, Daenerys, right? Like, she was alone as a Targaryen. She didn't have anybody to give her these prophecies or to give her these visions other than Jon Snow, because he's witnessed the White Walkers, like, firsthand. So now, even with the prophecies, even with everything else, like, somehow this is going to go to shit for them. And watching that unfold is going to be interesting for me, I think.
Yeah.
And as we're speaking, they just dropped a teaser for the
Season
next
3?
show. No, the next show that the Night of the Seven Kingdoms comes out next year.
Oh, wow.
Takes place right in between both these events. So it's 100 years after this, 100 years before Game of Thrones.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
So, yeah.
I didn't know that
We'll check that out afterwards, but
I think
I'm sure that
there's like
they'll all intertwine.
Wait, they drop a full trailer or they just drop a teaser?
I think it's just a teaser, but
I think I saw the teaser on Twitter.
It was an hour ago, so we started watching this like right when it dropped. So I don't
it was
know.
like a 10-second teaser. It was really short.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to, like, it's going to be weird to see that in the midst of this. I'm not gonna lie. That is gonna be really
I wonder
odd.
what the plan is with all of this, because this is now it's becoming so expansive now.
Well, it's like also again like the whole thing that we're talking about here is like you watch Game of Thrones, you know how this all kind of ends, and you know the result. If we go 100 years before Game of Thrones, like is that not just going to like I don't know get even closer to spoiling the end of House of the Dragon? Like that's I guess the easy way for me to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Guys can.
Brother, clearly it's not hearing you while we're talking.
I understand. Keep going.
Well, now you're putting this on. I want to see the Charlie's searching the teaser for us. So let's see if we can.
That's
first
not,
official look is 12 minutes. The hell is that?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. It was like literally before
official. It was
the thing.
It was literally like a 15-second clip. Like it was really really short.
Oh, a knight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like
a
sir,
like a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wow. Interesting.
I'll find the actual version afterwards, but yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then what are you guys thinking about Rhaenyra and all of this? Because she's done things that is very not customary to how Queen and Kings do. You know, I think one thing that always sticks out is what she did to get dragon riders. You know, she got people who had a little bit of Targaryen blood and said, if you have a little bit of Targaryen blood, I think you can ride a dragon. And that theory was proved right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering, you know, as she operates as a queen, what do you guys, you know, what stands out to her that's different from past queen and kings that we've seen in this world?
Yeah, she's interesting because she's idealistic, but she's also practical.
Mm-hmm.
Like she wants the best possible outcome to happen, but she's also like, what's the best approach to make this stuff happen? So for me, like with her, she has this practicality of knowing like Jace is her true heir, and like, or Jace is her heir, but in reality, he is a bastard. Like he's not actually 100% pure Targaryen. And the same thing with the 3 dragon riders that we had. They're actually just as Targaryen as Jace is. You know what I mean? Like they're not like lineage of like 3 Targaryens removed. Like they were all like bastards of some random Targaryen hidden. So to me, it's the practicality of knowing like, okay, if my son is an heir that, you know, doesn't have like a true claim, in my mind, she's like seeing the practicality of like, I need dragon riders. It's not going to take anything away if these people are not noble or if they haven't been brought up as Targaryens or anything like that. Like she needs strength, and that is what she's doing. So I think she has that practicality. The other piece of it though is like some of it feels a little bit idealistic. Like she's like, I know I have to take my enemy on and I know I have to strike, but you can tell she doesn't want to do that. Like you can tell it's not what she wants to do, and you can tell, you know, the conversation with her and Alicent at the end was almost like she really wanted to give in to this idealistic way, but she knows better now at this point than to give in to the naive idea that they're both going to come out of this like unscathed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Charlie, we're seeing Jace with this internal battle of him and his identity of being a Targaryen and him being a bastard, and also he brought it up and seeing other bastards now become dragon riders. Wondering what you thought of his development this season and what stood out to you.
We mentioned this previously on one of the other episodes. I think he's like kind of caught in between, like he wants his mother to respect him more, like actually like call on him for help. And I think we even saw a moment here where she takes Adam with her, and Jace kind of like just looks like, why are you taking this brand new dragon rider when you have like me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the prince and whatnot. So I think he might be like a little bit frustrated that he's not being called up to use his strengths and his abilities more and be more dependent on. But I can see like from a motherly perspective, like why she would choose to not put him in harm's way, right? She doesn't want her son killed. And also he's like the heir to the throne in case if anything happens to her and Damon, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
she's protective of him, but at the same time, like he wants to get out there and like, you know, like fight and do shit.
Yeah.
And we saw the one moment that he did go out and like get bent knees for his mother. He got a high off of it, right? Like he did a good job. He was successful with it, and she was proud of him, but she didn't let him do really anything else after that. And he constantly does have good ideas. Like, he's the one who like made her kind of think about, you know, the getting new dragon riders. There must be more Targaryen lineage there somewhere, right? Like people who have some sort of relation and can be a dragon rider. So I think that he is like a good what do you call it? Like advisor, I guess,
A
to
thought
his mother.
partner.
Yeah. But she's clearly not, you know, trusting him all the way.
She's cautious.
I think there's I think there's a give and take. Like, he has to realize, like, he is the heir, she is the queen. He also like has to obey and like take her, you know, word as like wisdom.
Yeah.
And also just like, as is it Bela that was telling him?
Yes.
Like, stop pouting, bro. Like, there's literally a whole war being fought here, and you're like, you know, pouting in the corner because you're not getting your way. Like, if you truly want to like be a part of this battle and help your mother, like be by her side, you're not always going to agree. But at the end of the day, like, you are a good thought partner to her. She does listen to you. It's not like she casts you away whenever you guys have conversations. So he just needs to learn how to take that role on.
Yeah.
And I think the more and more he does, the more he'll be trusted by his mother and the advisors.
It's that, and the fact that he is also a bastard child and he knows it. Right?
Yeah.
But he's also a very much privileged bastard child, because it's been like, everybody knows it, but they hide
Nobody
it,
acknowledges,
and they don't acknowledge
He's
it.
like
They
Joffrey Baratheon.
They still allow him to have his royalty claim, right?
Yeah, he's like Joffrey Baratheon. Like, people know, but you know, it's all hidden, and he still has his claim. Like, as long as his mom's the queen, nobody's gonna dispute any of that. So he needs to just.
But I think there's that bit of shame in him still, because he knows, like, I'm not.
Yeah, because you're kind of constantly reminded of it because of the hair and the looks,
Right. Yeah.
and you see it, and you're like, I don't look like that. Like, that's not me.
Right.
So it definitely becomes an internal battle of always seeing it and trying to fight it and be like, no, I do have a claim to the throne. You know, I am her son.
Right.
But people will always, again, cast it down on him. So it just comes down to him and how he takes it. And then you guys got to remember that he's a kid too.
Right. Yeah. 100%.
I guess hair dye didn't exist at this time, because could have just did that.
Or he can shave his head, but I don't think he wants to shave his head.
Right.
He's got good hair. Like, you don't
He
want
does.
to
Yeah, he does have good hair. So you can't. No, I wouldn't.
Just dye the hair blonde, bro, and you'll be good. Be all right.
Yeah. Overall, we saw Kristen Cole get philosophical, and he said he doesn't believe in philosophy and all this stuff. And it looks like he's come to an agreement that he's going to die in this war. And that
the world's kind of going to go to shit.
He's just
be annihilated by dragons.
Yeah. Just thinks that the dragons will define what the end of this war is going to be.
It's really funny that he did that, because he had that kind of like forethought and all of that, and like everyone's like, damn, well, yeah, the world could really be destroyed by dragons. And then Damon's like, oh shit, wait, dragons are only one part of what we should worry about. So it was like almost like this 2-part prophecy that we saw. Kristen Cole with the first part of the dragons, and then Damon with the White Walkers. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. And then Aemond, freaking madman.
He's kind of losing it.
Yeah, he is losing it. That conversation with Helena was great, in a sense of her just telling him, like, bro, it doesn't matter if I die, you're gonna be known as nothing. Like, you're gonna die too. We're all dying. That's kind of what I got from that. It's just like, hey, I could die, and you know, it doesn't matter how much you fight for this. You know, you're not gonna be well known.
She's like scary, bro, because like you can't really like intimidate her, or like you can't really what am I trying to
get under her skin?
It's not even just get under her skin, but it's like you can't influence her in any way, because she knows exactly what's gonna happen. So it's like, hey, you need to do this so I can do that, and she'll be like, actually, this is gonna happen either way. So it doesn't matter if you get me to get this dragon and ride here. You're still gonna die. I'm gonna die. Everything's gonna go up in flames. By the way, there's these dudes who like rise people from the dead. Oh yeah, you don't know about that, but you know, like she's a scary ass character, and I just hope we get more from her. But I'm very curious if it's like Alicent and her like going away, if Alicent is going to like listen to her, because she is a very important character, and Alicent, I feel like, kind of casts her kids away a little bit.
Did you guys catch that line when she told Aemond that he's gonna die in the God's eye or whatever?
Yeah.
But then she also mentioned that Aegon will sit on the throne again, but he'll sit on a wooden throne.
Yeah, I wonder if that's like a wheelchair.
That is exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because Bran had the same thing.
Yeah, that's true. He had
Right.
like he did have like a wheelchair sort of situation. So yeah, maybe that is what it is.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's very crazy.
I mean,
but also like she, what's crazy is she was the one who was communicating to Damon through the tree.
That was crazy.
Giving him the vision.
Yeah.
That's insane. Like, she has like the power of, she has I don't know if it's the same as what Bran had with the 3-Eye Raven thing and whatever, but it's clear that she, has the power to see into the future. She's like given prophecy so many times. Yeah.
But man, wow. I don't even want to rate this season.
No, it's too early.
It's too early.
Yeah.
I don't want to, but I just want to know thumbs up or thumbs down.
That's a 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah,
there we
okay.
go. I think that's perfect.
I think it's very well done.
It's very good.
Yeah. But yeah, man, with that being said, y'all, thank you. Oh, sorry. Do we have anything else?
No, that's all. We're good.
Yeah, we're good, right?
Yeah.
With that being said, y'all, thank you so much for watching this season with us. We will be back for season 3 when it comes.
In 2 years.
In 2 years.
See you then.
See you then, y'all. We love you guys. Stay beautiful.
Peace.